Greetings, guys. Tonight I'm going to talk about Saturn in Libra in the first house. So, high five to everybody who has Saturn in Libra. I have Saturn in Libra, so this energy is very, very familiar to me. And a lot of what I'm going to talk about is going to come from my own experience with it. Mine's in the 11th house, but I think it's kind of similar to the first. So, we'll touch upon that later. So, first thing that comes to mind is Mona Lisa in the Louvre. That's what you are. Why? You are like a beautiful painting, a beautiful work of art in a museum that people come and look at. And they just go, oh my God, you know, she's so beautiful. She's just so a masterpiece. Madonna has a song called Masterpiece. And the lyrics in it, whenever I listen to it, it makes me think about Libra in the first. Because if you listen to it, you'll know. Because she talks about how people can look at you and they admire you, but they cannot get close to you. They can't touch you. You know, you can't touch Mona Lisa. You can take a picture with it, but you can't get close to it. And that's kind of how you are. That's kind of how you used to be. That's your MO, that you've done that many, many lifetimes. Libra energy is it's a beautiful energy. It's charming, it's graceful, it's classy, it's elegant, it's balanced, it's moderate. It's not too much. There's no extremes. It's just like this beautiful, graceful creature. That's what you are. Okay? But you if we talk about like physical appearance, you're beautiful. I'm going to say it simple. Beautiful, graceful, elegant. You know very well how to position yourself, how to talk, how to walk, how to dress, how to stand, how to move in a way that will be graceful, in a way that will be beautiful, and people will just be like, I just can't get enough of looking at her. I can't get enough of this ease, this balance, and just flowing that this person has. It's just beautiful. Like Libra is like that, guys. We're gonna call a spade a spade. We're gonna call Libra Libra. You're beautiful, beautiful people. And when I say beautiful, there's different kinds of beautiful. You know, with Saturn in Cancer, we talked about beautiful, yummy as a child. You know, with Scorpio, we're going to talk about alluring, a little scary, a little intense kind of beauty. With Leo, it's like a grandiose kind of beauty. You know, beauty that it's strong, it's in your face. Libra is not in your face. But when Libra walks into the room, it will be noticed because it just brings with it this class, this elegance. Okay, like look at me, elegance. See, I'm translating Libra energy. I got a lot of Libra planets, Mars included, so I for sure was a dandy in another lifetime. But basically it's like, hi, my name is Svetlana, welcome to my world. That kind of idea. Like, you know very well how to present yourself, how to put yourself out there, that people go, just the charm's just oozing through your pores. I know I talked a lot about it, but another song that makes me think about this energy would be Adele's When We Were Young, when she goes, you're just like a movie, you're just like a song, same kind of thing. Okay, the way people look at you is it's that idea of wow, this person is so graceful, beautiful, classy, elegant. And right away they might say, oh, she's out of my league, she's high maintenance, or he's high maintenance. That could be here too. And right away they might be like, no, I don't deserve that. But they love to look at you. I'm going to say this for the first house because it's your looks too. They love to look at you. You probably hear that a lot. You love that. And you get away with a lot of things because people, you know, beauty will save the world, and beauty opens doors, and we might even throw the idea of beauty privilege that people like to talk about. People might say that here too. You know, you have beauty privilege. You get away with things because of the way that you look. And you've done that many, many times in different lifetimes, so you have that pat down. And examples would be if like Ryan Gosling, dandy himself, Ryan Gosling, he has his Libra stuff concentrated in the seventh house, but he translates that Libra energy very, very well. You know, he's got Saturn in Libra, Pluto in Libra, maybe Jupiter in Libra too. So he, in the movie like Crazy Stupid Love, that's a perfect example of a pickup artist. That would work. More so in the seventh, but still in the first. You know, you have that skill where you know exactly what to say, you know how to look, you know how to smile, you know how to hold your head in order to be influential in that way. So other examples would be Amber Heard in the movie London Fields. She is a seductress there too, and she herself has Libra South Node, so she translates that energy perfectly. And if you watch it, you'll see yourself there. You'll see that the Libra energy at play, where I'm not going to tell you the movie because it's good. You know, I don't want to tell you like what happens and what, but it's a great example. So with that said, because you are beautiful, because you know that, you place a very big emphasis on that, okay? Your body is going to be very important to you, your looks, and as you age, you might start feeling insecurities creep in, because if your business card has been your beauty, has been your looks, has been your charm, you may not like the little gray hairs you're starting to get, or the wrinkles, or the fine lines. I had to struggle with that too, still am, but not as much like I used to. And so you kind of start going like, whoa, you may even be afraid that if the looks go, you don't know yourself without that. So if you're so you might be thinking like plastic surgery, you might be thinking at prolonging that. And I would say leave it alone and just age gracefully, because you will always, with Saturn in Libra people who have it, no matter what house it is, you will age beautifully. And another movie that comes to mind is Age of Adeline with Blake Lively. Blake also has South Node in Libra, so she's another great example of translating beautifully the Libra energy. And Age of Adeline fits perfectly with Libra in the first. You know, she wasn't aging at all. She was always young and beautiful. And then you'll see how she, how her, you know, what she does with it. It's a cool movie. It's beautiful. She is so beautiful. She's so beautiful to look at. That's what I mean by Libra. I don't know exactly where her South Node is in, but she translates that Libra energy. I keep emphasizing it, guys, because it's important. You know, it's like with another sign, I would say, you know, you are, like with Virgo, I was like, you are clear cut, you are cold, you're calculating, you're this. With Libra, I'm going to keep saying over and over and over so you can get a taste of it. It's about that elegance. It's about that masterpiece. It's about that beautiful painting, beautiful something where you're just like, I just can't take my eyes off of you, you know? And you have that effect on people. So yeah, I would say let the aging happen gracefully, because you will age gracefully and you will still be beautiful when you are older, because that Libra will still stay there in a way. You know, it's gonna let it do its thing. You know, let your face do its thing, because it's gonna make it, in your hair, whatever you're doing. Let it do what it knows what to do. Okay, don't fuck with it. Don't fuck with the archetype. Don't mess with the colors and all. Just like let it go and let your body keep being beautiful. Keep showing you that you can be beautiful in a different age, and it's gonna be there. The elegance, the class, you will never lose that ever. It will always be there. You will always be this way to people. You know, people will always think of you as attractive. I'm going to keep saying this over and over, because we are in the realm of Libra, and we have to give it the respect that it deserves, okay? It's an archetype that's important. It's part of the zodiac, and we have to honor it. So with that said, you are charming. You know exactly how to speak. You know how to present yourself to get what you want from other people. Now, the danger with that is that you are in this cage, almost like a gilded cage. Yes, you are beautiful. Yes, you are a masterpiece. Everybody's looking at you. Everybody wants a piece of you. Everybody wants to touch you. Let me at least touch her. Let me smell her. Let me just be close to this. You know, this mere mortal that I am. Can I please just Milady, can I please just smell you, stuff like that. But you're in a cage in a sense, guys. Why in a cage? Because you only know yourself like this. You are like this doll in a way, like Lindsay Sterling, Libra South Node, the girl that plays the violin very cool ways. She herself described it as if being a ballerina inside this little box, when you open it, and she's so beautiful and she's dancing, but she's freaking trapped in it, she's like in a cage. And this cage of yours, what does it mean? It means that you are so dependent on like your looks. You are so dependent on having that good reputation, on being liked. You become a people pleaser, okay? You become a people pleaser because you don't want to lose this power that you have over people. So being a people pleaser comes very easily to you, all right? And so you're like, oh, thank you so much. Oh no, you go ahead, you go first. No, you go. It's okay, I can wait. Yes, you go. I'm giving you more Libra examples. No, you're right. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. So you may be afraid to like offend somebody. You may be afraid to say the wrong thing. You may be afraid to interject, to like ruffle some feathers, to step on some toes. You're thinking about the opposite of Aries. Aries goes forward. Aries doesn't care. He's a bulldozer. Libra is the opposite. It's like, oh, no, I'm so sorry. Whatever you want. A people pleaser, okay? So this people pleaser of you is like a mask. You are wearing a mask. And you're wearing that mask very well that it's so thick that you yourself can't tell anymore who's you and where the mask is, all right? And if, as much as people are drawn to you, as much as they like you, as much as they like to look at you and be around you, if I were to ask the people, hey, can you tell me about, let's say Svetlana, can you tell me about her? They wouldn't know what to say. Because they would be like, I don't know, she just, she's beautiful to look at or whatever. But they don't really know you because you don't reveal yourself, the real you. You're playing a role, you're being this ballerina that's dancing when somebody opens that jewelry box or inside this like snow globe, that little ballerina or whatever figurine, little doll that's in that snow globe. And you're always there like, so people don't really know you. They don't know you because you're wearing a mask. Now, we all wear masks, but the Libra mask is really thick. And it gets to a point where you yourself, because of this role that you're playing, this people pleaser that you are, this charmer that you are, you don't know yourself who the fuck you are. You don't know what you really want. Do you like this? Do you want to be here? Do you want to do that? You don't. You're so like trapped in this cage of your own creation, and you're sitting in it and you're like, I have to maintain this image, I have to maintain this life of mine, the mask has to stay on at all times. So what happens is that because it's Saturn, it's not going to stick. Maybe in other lifetimes it was easy for you to sustain that image and to have the mask on and life would just flow. This lifetime you won't be, it's not going to be easy for you. You will be challenged. You will be challenged to break out of it, to literally break out of this cage, get out, break this mold that's around you, this perfect mold that's around you. Break out of it and really find out who you are, what's at the core of you. One thing I forgot to mention is great clothing style, okay? Like a dandy. I mentioned a dandy. If you're a guy, you've had lifetimes where you're a dandy. If you guys don't know what a dandy is, look it up. You have style. You know how to dress. You have that little handkerchief, in your little pocket, or you have it tied around your neck, and you know very well how to dress. You have a very great sense of style, sense of color, of what's beautiful, what works. If in the negative, that could make you a snob. Libra can be a beauty snob. A beauty snob, why? Because Libra is trained to see beauty, to see harmony, to see balance, to see things matching. So when something doesn't match, they'll be the first one to say, and this is where the snob comes in, your shoes don't match, this is not going to work, your manners are not right, you don't have any manners, you stink, your cologne is too strong. You shouldn't be wearing this cologne because it's winter right now. So the notes in that cologne are conflicting with the weather. So that cologne would be much better in the summer when it's hot, okay? What else? Your breath stinks. You probably have cavities. The snob is there. It's there, and you notice, and you're so scared. And here's why you're noticing it in others. You're so scared that people will notice it in you, and you're so scared to like have bad breath, have body odor, have your clothes not ironed, have like pilings on your sweater. Drives me nuts, by the way. Everything has to be perfect, but not Virgo perfect, beautifully perfect, okay? Perfect to the eye. Not perfect in execution of a task, but perfect in, it has to be perfect. When people look at me, I have to be perfect. So everything ironed, pressed, hair done right. Hair used to drive me nuts. You know, I was always, I hated my hair being frizzy. That's why in this lifetime, my hair is curly to, you know, just flow and be frizzy some days. And I never know how my hair is going to be every day. I don't know how it's going to be because of humidity, because of how much product I put or I don't. But it used to drive me nuts when it was frizzy because I wanted it to be perfect. It had to be smooth. And then I realized that my hair is never going to be smooth. And for me, it was like a lesson to show, stop trying to be perfect and just be, you know. So yeah, going back to Libra in the first, looking perfect, smelling perfect, clean, flossing is a must. God forbid somebody catches you with something in your teeth. You know, everything has to be clean, and you notice that. Like I said, because you're so worried about people catching you in not the best form, like let's say with no makeup, or let's say mismatch, or whatnot, you are projecting it on others too. So you're afraid for somebody to notice it in you, so you're quick to notice it in others and point it out and say, you shouldn't have worn this today, this doesn't match. Yeah, that's the snob in Libra. What else? I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but great socialite. All the girls that we know that were famous socialites at one time, Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, all have Saturn in Libra. They know that energy of being with the public, paparazzi, and being beautiful and being seen everywhere, being this butterfly. That's Libra energy, you know. But we'll talk more about that in the 10th. Saturn of Libra in the 10th. Because it's like socialite, you know. If a socialite was a career, you'd be like great at it. What else? We talked about Ryan Gosling. We talked about the dandy. We talked about you looking good, smelling good, everything clean, flossed, ironed, matching, fresh. Clothes have to be clean. They have to smell nice, like detergent. You know, all of those little things. Anywhere where there's going to be something vulgar or stinky or dirty, mismatched, out of balance, you will notice it right away because you have an eye for it. So as you hold yourself to such strict standards, let's say you don't want to leave the house without lipstick on or whatever, you will hold others to those standards too. So watch for that snob in you. So what else? So perfect example, Britney Spears. She has Saturn Libra in the first. She has Pluto in Libra in the first too. So you see here a girl who was, obviously we don't really know what's inside every person. We're just going by what they're translating. And, you know, based on her book too, she speaks about how she's, and you see her, like when she was younger, you really see how she's like, hello, my name is Britney. And her voice is pleasing, okay? The voice is even made in a way that is pleasing. So people like me. You know, you want to be liked. With Libra in the first, I want people to like me. I want them to like me. So I will do whatever for them to like me. So in her case, you see how she's on her best behavior and how she's this good girl and how she's beautiful and a great dancer. And everybody wants a piece of her. And like I was saying before, that in this lifetime, you will be challenged. You will be challenged to break out of that cage. So you can see it with her where she was, people, you know, the opposite house is what? Aries. So to get out of this mold of yours, to get this mask off of you that is so thick that you don't even know the difference anymore of what's you, what's the mask, you will be challenged. People will come in and they will break your boundaries, you know, because you're used to being in this little world of yours, this beautiful, perfect, pristine, balanced world. And there's a part in you, because it's first house, so you kind of go, I don't want them. I like my world the way it is. It's perfect. So you may be looking at others as like, they're dirty, they're gangsters, they're thugs. They're gonna break down my balance here, my harmony, my beauty. They're gonna bring in and they're going to, you know, shatter my world. It's interesting because when I see something like somebody getting something dirty, I can't stand it. Or when somebody like comes in and breaks things in a house, I'm kind of like, oh my God, what a mess. Like, oh no. Like, I almost don't like seeing a mess. I don't like seeing like things, beautiful things destroyed, or like people breaking things, you know, because with me, I'm all like, just perfect, like beautiful, you know, leave it alone. So going back to Brittany and you, you will be, you know, you in your little world as a beauty snob, as a balance snob, perfection snob, nothing vulgar. You know, they're all thugs, gangsters. I don't want them here, these gunslingers. That Aries energy is going to be coming in, knocking on your door and saying, we have to break this. We have to break shatter this, shatter the glass, shatter the cage you're in, you know, because you are in this glass cage that everybody's looking in at you, at the beautiful animal that you are, at the puppet that you are. But you inside, you're not happy. And that's another thing, is that you may be beautiful and charming and graceful and elegant, and you may have the attention of the whole world, but inside of you, you're not beautiful. You're not truly beautiful. And in this lifetime, you're gonna feel that. In other lifetimes, maybe like you breeze through it. But this lifetime, because it's Saturn, you know, you have to get away from that energy. So you will feel like you're like, fuck, I know there's more to life than this. I'm tired of wearing this costume. I'm tired of always worrying, am I beautiful? Am I, you know, worrying about your wrinkles, worrying about your hair turning gray, worrying about all these little things that you're trying to hold on to be perfect, to keep this beautiful world of yours perfect. You're gonna feel, and you're gonna feel like you can't sustain it, because people will come in like bulldozers to try to get you out of it. They will come in and they will break your boundaries and push you to get you out of it, to really get you out so you can find out who you truly are. And you might have to get angry. Like I noticed with myself, and before, for me to do something, I had to get angry. Where I was like, I don't want this anymore. Fuck no, you know, and I would just, and people would be like, whoa, you know, we woke up the Russian bear. What happened? Where did this girl come from? She was so like this little wildflower. But I realized, like, I was like, I don't want this anymore. And the anger will be there. There is anger with Saturn and Libra. Because you're realizing, I don't want this. I hate carrying this. I don't want to be in this cage anymore. I want to be free. I want to shatter the glass. So you'll feel that. And people outside, they may feel like a nuisance in a way, like Brittany with the paparazzi in her face. But, you know, because initially she was all like, hi guys. She would take pictures with them. She would come out. They'd take pictures of her. And it was such a beautiful relationship. But after a while, she's like, leave me the fuck alone. And then, you know, the whole like shaving of the head. It's like, I don't care anymore if I'm beautiful. I don't care if I'm sexy. I just want to be free. Just leave me the fuck alone. But the paparazzis in a way were great. And everybody else who broke your boundaries, they were great, because they're coming in saying, you know, what are you? What are you really about? What do you really want? Show me the real you. Who the fuck you are? What do you want? And then once you start exhibiting these, once you start approaching other people, because you know, you can't stay in your little perfect, beautiful world. You won't. You will be constantly like challenged to get out. Once you start approaching people and interacting with them in an Aries way, and what does that mean? I want this. I don't want this. Bye. I gotta go. I don't need to listen to this. You want me to do what? No, I don't want to. So you will have to check in with yourself in every moment. What do I want? What do I want? Not what they want me to want, not what's going to look good on the picture of a magazine, not what's going to look great on Instagram. What do I want in every moment for you? And in the beginning, it's going to be hard because you're going to piss off a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be surprised that you're not this beautiful little flower that you were. But it's time for you to like get out of this, break this mold of yours, and be really you, because there's a part in you that's dying to get out. There's a part in you that wants to be alive, that wants to not care about what her hair looks like today, not care about if her sweater's piling, not care if she's getting older, things like that. There's a part in you that wants to live. It wants to be alive. It wants to just be aggressive also, you know, because you're not used to being aggressive. You're used to like, well, if they want me, they can come get me, but don't get too close because I'm in this little world of mine. I'm in this little castle of mine, this beautiful little garden that I created. So yeah, get to know Aries energy, and to get to know that, get to know yourself. Get to know yourself. It's going to be hard in the beginning because you may not know what you want, what you like, but little by little in every moment, be like, do I want this? Do I not want this? Do I want to be with these people? Do I not want to be? And then tell them straight up, put your foot down and say, I don't want this. Bye. And let them be angry. Let them go away. You know, let them leave your life. And then there will be people in your life where it's going to be equal exchange, where it's going to be, they won't be bulldozing you. And you won't be a people pleaser. It's going to be perfect because you'll be yourself and they're going to love you for that. You're only used to people loving you for the image that you are, for the masterpiece that you are. But you're going to get to know the real you and see how awesome that part of you is. And you will always be beautiful. You will always be classy and elegant. You will always have your sense of style. But to that, you're going to add this little gangster in you, which he is there, wanting to come out. A little thug, maybe somebody who's like, bah, a little gunslinger, you know? Get to know that Aries energy. Great for you. Get to know that energy and be aggressive. Put your foot down. Cut ties. Tell people what you want and relax your standards on appearance. That will help you a lot. Like relax little by little, you know, worrying about, is my hair okay today? Can I go outside like this? Like I had to get used to going without makeup at all. In the beginning it was like, oh, but then I'm like, fuck it. And it's nice, it's liberating because I wanted to be free. I realized after some time, and I'll talk more about this when it's my Saturn in the 11th. But I just realized where I was like, I just want to be free. I want to be free. I don't want to be a puppet anymore. I don't want to change myself to fit people's worlds. I want to be myself. I want to be free. So I had to find that gangster inside me who comes out here and cusses and makes videos and, you know, talks about like uncomfortable subjects and maybe afraid to offend somebody, but still doing it. You know, that's another thing you're going to have to like let go of, the fear of offending, the fear of, maybe you may even have to accept the fact that you might lose all of your supporters. You might lose all of the people's looks and admiration for you, but you know that you will be okay with it, because your fear is that if they all go away, if all these eyes that are admiring me, if the people don't come to look at the Mona Lisa anymore, what's going to happen to Mona Lisa? She's still going to be there. She's still going to be a masterpiece. You know, so you're afraid like to be, you know, you're afraid to not be this beautiful thing that you have. Hold on, that's not what I want to say. You're afraid to know yourself without the admiration, without all of this. But you will, okay? Try it little by little every day. So that's it, guys. That's all I want to say about this placement, okay? Have a wonderful weekend. I will see you next time. Ciao.